New Orleans City Council members grilled the energy grid operator MISO, asking why it didn't do more to alert people about the mass power outage Memorial Day weekend.
And as Chris Joseph reports, it knew the system could be stressed days before the power was shut off for more than 100,000 customers.
Yeah, so as a bit of a refresher, MISO monitors grids from Canada, obviously, all the way down to Louisiana and us here in New Orleans. Leaders compared the organization to an air traffic controller.
You guys had been the air traffic controller, and it was an air traffic, the plane would have crashed.
New Orleans City Council members pressed the leaders of MISO about the May 25th mass outage. MISO ordered Entergy New Orleans to cut energy to parts of the city, saying the order headed off a more widespread outage.
We do recognize that this event was a tremendous inconvenience. It was incredibly frustrating for folks that were directly and even indirectly impacted by this event. And while MISO did do the right thing to maintain system reliability, there are a lot of things that, as we look at our post-mortem and our lessons learned, that we can and will do much better.
Its leadership pointed to three factors that forced the order: the weather, downed power plants, and a limited ability to get energy into the area due to infrastructure. MISO acknowledged it knew the system was under stress over the weekend and was in talks with energy companies.
Did you warn them that this was a possibility?
We had a potential action plan to manage, but when we got to the actual real-time situation where we had to trigger an action to take place, we looked at that transmission reconfiguration plan, and it no longer would maintain the security of the pocket without committing to a load curtailment on the system.
Council President J.P. Morrell says proactive communication to the public may have helped.
It is far easier for me as a regulator to communicate to the public, turn your ACs up from 60 to 74. Do these things through this weekend so we can avoid a load shed event versus 4 hours of a load shed event.
Entergy leadership says the order to cut power came as a surprise. It was mandated to begin the outages within 30 minutes of MISO's order.
By that time, it was too late to make public appeals or interrupt curtailable customers.
Both Entergy and MISO vowed to improve communication moving forward. So MISO says there was enough power in the region to keep everybody's lights on, but limits on transmission lines kept that energy from ultimately being a solution. Councilmember Helena Moreno says investment in transmission lines are needed moving forward.